Hello, we're back to water. My name is Beast, and today we're back with template. I don't really have anything to talk about right now, so I'll just fucking jump into this. Topic starved. I just kinda ended up wandering out here. Leaving the house was all well and good, but honestly, I don't actually have anywhere to go. Not that there's nothing worth seeing, just that there's no point to doing so. Figured I might as well see what's going on around here, so this is where I came wandering over to, but for no real reason. Takayama Station, sole station for the line that cuts straight to the center of town. Out here, we're more of a car-based society. Weekends and vacations see far more tourists at the station than locals. Nothing to do except people watch, I guess. There's a mini plaza in the middle of the station forecourt. Plunk myself down on one of the benches there. Let out a heavy sigh. It'll be ages since I was last alone but to myself. Got some sunlight today, decent weather for killing time outside. Look over in the direction of the foot walk in order to start my people watching. Everyone looks pretty chipper here in Takayama for a spot for sightseeing all day. Well, I hope they have a great time. The occasional bird song I hear adds a pleasant touch to the proceedings. The temperature? Exquisite. 3 cheers for peace, even the tranquil can be a cliche on occasion. Only got some green tea and rice cakes. Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, mochi might be even better than rice cakes. Souvenir shop probably sells them if I really want to do this. Hell, why don't I just buy the whole set? 5 ounces is more than I need in a typical month, so why not splurge on mini luxuries every now and again? I declare my people watching paused for the moment. Stand up from the bench in order to go and indulge myself. Right at that very moment, however, I feel a tug on my sleeve. Look over in the direction of the tug to find a small girl. Age-wise, well, she's definitely younger than I am. It says she's from a well-to-do family based on appearance. Her clothes are what I think would be classed as Gothic style. The girl's expression remains stiff, her face pointed slightly downward. She continues holding onto my sleeve. Times like this, the elders should take the lead, naturally. Something the matter, little lady? Squat down to look her in the eye. Do my best to give her the cheeriest smile I can muster. This does come across as a cheery smile, and I'll keep it on, right? Yesterday's verbal assault from Shio still remains lodged firmly in my heart, you say. Can't tell if my charm offensive is working or not, but the girl takes a small breath and then looks up. Sorry? I beg your pardon. The line she's coming up with could easily have come from a romance manga. Could this kid be another cliche assassin sent after me? I do hope the next thing she says is you're my soulmate or anything like that. We're not living in a fairy tale. So, why exactly were you hoping to meet me? My intuition was wrong and I couldn't be happier. The young girl courteously directs my attention to the umbrella hanging from her arm. Wait a second. I thought it's just part of the outfit, but on close inspection it's actually a man's umbrella. One that I've seen before at that. Well, that's the one I lent out the other day. Of course. Oh, she's smiling now. Guess she's no longer a bundle of nerves. Right, of course, you're the girl from back then. Didn't really get a good look at her face at the moment, you see. Well, several days ago, it was raining and Senna and I happened to be passing by the station when we came across an unfortunate young girl without an umbrella. It was already early evening and the rain showed no signs of letting up before nightfall. There were no other adults nearby and I could hardly bring myself to abandon a worried looking girl who was all on her own. So I ended up lending her my umbrella. Unfortunately, they meant I got stuck sharing an umbrella with Senna. But both the girl and for some reason Senna were delighted, so I have no regrets. I was worried someone would see the two of us sharing an umbrella though. I'd given up on ever seeing that umbrella again. I can't believe he came to give it back to me.
借りたものはお返しするのが筋ですし、お礼も言いたかったので。
Oh, thank you. Oh no, thank you.
こちらこそありがとうございました。
You're more than welcome. She speaks in such a mature manner, but the bashful childlike look on her face is ever so adorable. What a sweet girl. Just the kind you wish you could take home with you and protect from all the world's dangers. Last, I shall have to settle for petting on the head for now. Suddenly goes bright red and looks down at the floor. Is she okay? Oh, sorry, did it hurt you?
それはないです。
Right. I'm not sure what's going on, but at least she doesn't seem to have taken issue with my actions.
そろそろ失礼させていただこうかと。
Oh, cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to hold you up.
そんなことありません。嬉しかったです。
Wow, she even mastered the act of flattery. Impressive for such a young girl. I think my own sister could learn a thing or two from her innocence. See you around then. Careful on your way home.
はい。それではまた。
The girl hands over my umbrella, then races back across the road with bright red cheeks. Oh, whoops. Never did tell each other our names. But if she comes to the station as often as she seems to, I can always ask the next time we run into each other. I'm already gonna overlook an elegant young lady like her now, am I? Having said that, kinda feels like people are staring. Did I do something wrong? Supposed to a complete strange looking in. A much bigger friend started acting all friendly with a younger girl and ended up hitting on the head. Wait for that girl to run away, bright red in the face. I think I'm just barely on the right side of having a police report made. I'll be clear right now. I'm not into that persuasion. I'm not of that persuasion. Still, people have gotten a lot more concerned with keeping a watchful eye on children these days. Should probably go someplace else just in case I do find myself getting it for no reason. I leave the station and wander around for a little longer. Takayama has streets that have survived since the Edo period, which has led to it making a decent name for itself as a little Kyoto. However, the street I'm currently on is the complete opposite of that. The shopping district caters for the local needs. You'll hardly ever see a tourist out this way. Shirayama Park with its castle ruins probably would have been a better place to kill time. If only I'd ridden my bike out here today. It's not super far from the station, but it's just far enough to make walking inconvenient. And so, like a migratory bird without a perch to land on, I find myself wandering to Omagahara shopping district. Sometimes it's nice to have a day like this. Though given its focus on locals, I'm gonna have a hard time killing time here. Well, I think I'm good spending the rest of the day here. It's this glorious afternoon weather that's to blame. Feels so nice that I'm struggling to motivate myself to do anything different. I've decided today's the perfect day for us to stroll through the shopping district. Who knows, I might even find something to help me get back in Shio's good graces. Really nice weather here. Nice weather we're having now. Pleasant breeze draws my gaze towards the sky. A brilliant blue sky stretches out as far as the eye can see. But the stars look pretty tonight too. Right as I'm in the middle of daydreaming, a shadow gets cast across my field of vision. There were no clouds unknown when I looked a moment ago.
Yeah.
Voice accompanied the quickly embiggening shadow. What the? Behold, a maid is falling from the sky. You know what to expect when it comes to cliches, but this certainly wasn't it.
落ちる。
The girl's gonna end up splattering on the pavement if I don't do some. Heavens to Betsy, save our souls! Oh! Just about managed to catch a girl, unfortunately. I'm unable to stop my horizontal momentum, and the two of us start toppling to the floor. Crap, at least I need to make sure she's okay. That had a pathetic sound as the back of my head slams against the pavement. Ow. I feel hard asphalt and throbbing pain in the back of my head.
大丈夫
Yeah, more or less. Currently can't see anything, however. You're not hurt, are you?
平気
Oh, good. That's a relief at
あ
least.
なたどうして受け止めようとしたの
Well, cause you'd have gotten really hurt if you dropped straight onto the pavement.
それだけ
I guess. I was also hoping to pull it off with style and earn some cool points, but, well, you can see how that ended up.
そうその気概だけは評価する
Sorry, what was that?
こっちの話
Whatever. There are more important issues right now. First being the fact that I can only see pitch black. Reach out to see if I can touch or feel whatever it is. Oh, something feels soft and warm. Both of my hands cup around gentle slopes I press back out against them. For some reason the darkness is now pressing down on me harder. Back of my head is being squashed into the asphalt. Ow, that hurts. Hey, quit it!
こっちのセリフ
Her voice is cold, almost robotic. Huh?
満足フラチモノ
With what? Push darkness off my face. Only to find the falling maid from earlier giving me an ice cold stare. What's going
わ
on?
からない
Though the maid is an absolute beauty in her own right, her voice is entirely monotone, never rising, never lowering. Put my arms out in front, which brings my hands right up to... Oh, that's her maid-like chest. That's where the cliche was hiding. Sorry.
帳消しどころかマイナス
Nope, wait, this is all
ちょっ
misunderstanding.
と桜井くん
Is that who I think it is? Yep, it's none other than the person I least wanted to see at this moment in time.
何をやってるんですかあなたは
However, duty class representative. I'm currently trying not to be crushed to death. Thank you very much.
公衆の面前で女の子を不潔です
How about another girl staring down at me from the exact same position? It's not what you think.
何が違うんですか
I was looking up at the sky.
コスプレした女の子を抱えて
No, well, yes, I'm embracing a girl currently, but it happened after I looked up at the sky.
あと桜井くんが空を見てる間に
No, I was looking up at the sky when this girl came falling out of it.
はそんなことあるわけないでしょ
I'm telling you, it really happened. How else would I have ended up in this position?
どうだか
Yikes, she's acting the same way she did this morning. Am I really that untrustworthy?
仮にそうだとして女の子を抱き留めるだけならそんな体勢にはならないわよね
Well, you see. Failed to stare, she catched the girl that was falling from the sky. And as for what happened after, I'd rather not inform my class
それで
representative.
ハレンチなことをしながら見る空は何色だったのかしら
It's pitch black. Come on, just hear me out, Virginia. But of course, the maid was witness to everything. She can explain things. You mind explaining everything that happened to this girl? Wait, where'd you go? He was right on top of me a moment ago. Why me? The maid is no longer anywhere to be seen.
桜井くんが逃げられるようなことをしたからじゃないですか
I'm not... But I would if I could.
そうですかでは
Wait, I promise I can explain everything.
待ちません学外でこんなことしてこれは校則違反どころか犯罪行為よことと次第によっては桜井くんには出るとこに出てもらわないといけませんね
Anything but that, come on. It'd be false charges, but I'd still rather not deal with Shio's contempt and Senna's tears. Then was having a peaceful template of a day this morning, though.
桜井くん私の話ちゃんと聞いてるんですか
I'm listening, Fujimiya. Fujimiya goes bright red with anger. Sigh yet again as I'm forced to listen to her lecture me. Awake, wonder what time it is. Look over at my tab. It's still long before my alarm is due to go off. I'm going back to sleep. Close my eyes. It doesn't turn. It's not under my covers, but it's no use. I just can't get back to sleep. I've well and truly woken up. My brain has taken the opportunity to start having thoughts again. I think I could afford to be a little more idle on a Monday morning, but alas. I try rolling around under the blankets, but resistance proves futile. I'm going over yesterday's events once more. Guess I'm worried over Shio after all. Obviously, you haven't done anything else stupid in her presence. At least I hope I haven't. Either way, I felt too nervous to attempt to close the distance between us. The day ended with me mentally exhausted, but our relationship still hanging in limbo. What to do? I don't think she hates me. Again, she shows signs that she's willing to meet me halfway after all. We just can't seem to get on the same wavelength. Well out of my bed like Starfish, but the ingenious idea I'm longing to have just won't surface. So I just stare up at the ceiling while thoughts drag on through my hazy mind. Seta comes clambering into the window like usual, giving me a good idea of the time it is now. Well, time to make sure she enjoys herself at least. She wriggles into bed next to me, as has become typical. Whilst I'd assumed I'd be able to feign a sleepy sleep. Sure. She proved to be too much for me. It's much harder to hold back when you're fully conscious, I'll have you know. Yeah, I woke up early this morning. There's no pulling the wool over Senna's eyes. All she needs to do is take one look at me and she knows that something's wrong. This is what having a mom would be like. No mom's a freewheeler like my dad is, so I never experienced much in the way of these things. Yeah, that's why I feel the urge to fawn upon Senna's kindness. I might have a fever. Yeah, my head hurts. That's a lie. Well, not about my head hurting, though that's more of emotion because of emotional damage. Might have, so I think. Huh? I just don't think there's a need for that. Not that serious, I can tell, I swear. Senna leans forward, her face coming ever closer to mine. Wait, Senna, that's too close. For long, there's zero distance between us. Bump. Oh. Right. Senna presses her forehead to mine. Not actually particularly hot or cold, but my temperature is definitely going to shoot right up if we stay like this for much longer. Senna tilts her head to the side while still resting her forehead against mine. No, I would never. Okay, I lied. Should have listened to myself. There really is no pulling wool over their eyes. Senna grinds her forehead into mine as punishment. Okay, okay. Promise, really. Senna stares into my eyes. She's so close, too close. Sweet aroma fills my lungs. I can feel her breath directly against my skin. Shit, now I can't tear my gaze away from her eyes. Oh, I swear, I'm absolutely positively fine. Thanks. Stutter out as I continue staring into her eyes. If I were to just raise my jaw the slightest amount, pretty sure my lips would reach that gentle smile of hers. Is that not?
なに？
No, I mustn't be drawn into her
兄
eyes.
さん、朝ですよ。起きてますか？
I'm saved and screwed at the same time.
しおちゃん。
Now's not the moment for such a cheery greeting, my dear Senna.
おはようございます、セナさん。
Bulging vein across the forehead makes her forced smile meaningless. Chio, I can explain.
兄さん、お楽しみのところ、大変失礼しました。
Actually, it is more of a morning routine and...
そうですか、そうですか。
Crap, that came out wrong.
私は下で待ってます。兄さんもセナさんもごゆっくりどうぞ。
She relieved, slamming the door so hard I worried it might break.
しおちゃんどうしたんだろう。怒ってるみたいだったけど。
Yeah, no wonder. How can Senna be so sharp when it comes to me and so dense the rest of the time? Here we have a young man and woman getting all cozy in bed together first thing in the morning. It's naturally going to lead to misunderstandings should anyone walk in on them. So I'm hardly surprised that she was angry.
よくわからないけど、私はしおちゃんとお話しするね。
That'd be a good idea, I think. Anything I say will likely only add fuel to the fire.
じゃあ、私も下行くね。ソラちゃんはきちんと身支度してから降りてきてね。
Will do. Better come up with an excuse for myself too. I can hardly leave Senna to explain everything now. Talk about starting off on the wrong foot. An early morning cliche involving both my best friend and my new stepsister inevitably leads to me breathing the first sigh of the day.
ゴール。
Don't you goal me. If you've got something to say, then project it into my brain instead of standing there all smug. In truth, I already know what I would say, and that pisses me off even more. I should make you go without breakfast. See how you like that. Let my anger on the faster as I start my morning routine.
お待たせ。
Senna goes back to her house to grab her bag before meeting back up with us as per usual.
じゃあ行こっか。
Sure. One difference to our routine, however, is we now have Shio joining us on our journey to class.
今日からまた3人だね。嬉しい。2人もそう思うでしょ？まあ。
Yeah. Your awkwardness once again hangs between Shio and I. Fortunately, Senna helped to explain away this morning's misunderstanding. Wish that was the only problem, but alas.
ソラちゃんもしおちゃんもどうかしたの？どうもしませんよ。ね、兄さん。
Nope.
ふーん。
Senna tilts her head to the side. I'm not sure if she's picked up on the awkwardness. Wait, Shio, where are you going?
どこって学園に決まってるじゃないですか。
Shio has briskly walked off ahead of us. Do you know the way?
一度登校してるんだからわかりますよ。
Okay, but you realize you're meant to take a left there? Point to the road Shio had already passed straight by.
そんな幼稚な嘘信じませんよ。しおちゃん、本当にこっちだよ。でも地図アプリだと。
So this super secret local only knowledge?
こっちの方がちょっとだけ早く着くんだよね。
She looks down at her tab before briskly walking back to us.
よーし、じゃあソラちゃん、地元スペシャルだ。
Oh, hey, Senna! Senna clinks my arm and immediately starts snuggling up to me without a hint of restraint. Don't start tugging! It's hard enough to walk like this!
いつもなら付き合ってくれるじゃない。
Yeah, but we have Shio with us now. Speaking of, giving us a very displeased glare right now.
ソラちゃん。
What is it this time? Don't go asking me that. Don't you go asking me for any more physical contact. That's not happening.
ネクタイ曲がってるよ。
Huh?
ちょっと嫉妬しててね。
She feels with my tie. I feel it tighten up correctly around my neck.
これでよし。ダメだよ。身だしなみはちゃんとしないと。かっこいいのに台無しだぞ。
Right. Thanks, Senna.
どういたしまして。
Kind of feel like the newlywed feel I get from moments. I kind of like the newlywed feel I get from moments like this.
は
Or I would if Shio wasn't glaring daggers at me. Oh,
あ、鼻の下伸ばしてまったくだらしない。
I have no such green.
どうだか噛んでますし。
Wasn't getting all nervous and jitty or anything. I know, sorry. You know what? You should have Senna check over your appearance though.
大丈夫、問題ないです。そうね、しおちゃんは完璧だね。当然です。私は兄さんと違ってだらしなくないですから。
Right, of course. Trying to inject a little life into the conversation and ended up getting a thorny punch thrown back in my face. Yes, that's nothing at all. Breathe another of the sighs that have become commonplace when dealing with Shio. The of us arrived at the academy together, whereupon we spot a familiar face by the gates.
前歩いてるのってソラちゃんのとこの藤宮さんですね。そうそう、クラス委員長の子だよね。
Yep. Same one that gave me a thorough rebuking just 2 days ago. Much rather not have her run into her here. Hopefully I can pretend not to notice her and just
おは
walk.
ようございます、藤宮さん。あら、桜井さん、おはよう。おはよう。
Really pointing
おはようございます、小岩井先輩。
I want to ignore her. Sally, the two girls, knowing nothing about my situation, go ahead and greet her. Now I'm gonna have to do the same when I'll stick out like a sore thumb. Morning, Fujimiya.
ええ、おはよう。今日も空が綺麗ね。空？天気の話ですか、藤宮？ええ、そんなところです。桜井くんによると、晴れの日は時々豚どころか女の子が降ってくるみたいだから。はあ、どういうこと？
I can practically see the question marks floating above Shio and Senna's head as they turn to me for an explanation. He's talking about this manga, one of those whenever you write down in the diary ends up coming true kind of stories.
なんですそれ。でもそんなの普通起こらないもんね。確かに現実離れしてますけど。
Right, no girl's ever gonna fall on the sky out of my head. Except for the fact that one already did.
とにかく何かハレンチなことをされたら言ってくださいね。桜井さん、特にあなたは気をつけてください。ええ、そうですね。
What a shame, class representative. Your warning has come too late.
それでは私はクラスの仕事がありますので。はい、それじゃあまた。ええ、また教室で。
Shio's eyes immediately grow colder after Fujimiya leaves.
兄さん、私、藤宮さんに相談した方がいいですか？
Anything but that, I'm begging you. Damn that class rep, she should just mind her own damn business. I saw him manage to survive Shio's icy stares until he made it to our classroom.
Oi, Sora!
Here comes another familiar face. Shuta seems awful happy about something as he races over.
おはようっす、Sora!
What's up, Shuta?
おはよう、シュウタくん。
おはようございます、セナさん。と、桜井さん？
おはようございます。杉野くん？
うん、そうそう。俺、杉野修太だ。よろしく。
よろしくお願いします。
てだ、Sora、ちょっと来い。
What is it this time? I move a short distance away from the two girls, then Shuta immediately puts me in a headlock. Ah!
どういうことだよ、Soraさん。
Explain why! Shio's wrath I've debatedly earned, but I don't recall doing anything to make Shuta angry
セ
with
ナさ
me.
んや委員長じゃ飽き足らず転校生まで相変わらず美少女に囲まれやがって羨ましい。
Ah, so it's the usual.
ソラちゃん、シュウタくんとお話し合えるなら私行くね。
Nah, sure.
私も先に。
Right. I see the two girls off from my position on Shuta's arm.
よし、このぐらいでいっか。
Finally releases me. God, what are you playing at?
一言で言うと人払いだ。
I'm
これ
sorry.
からする話には何かと都合が悪いと思ってな。
The girls.
ああ、そうだ。
And why couldn't they stay around?
あの場だと空が呉服鏡を買うこと間違いなしな話。
You know, I think I'm good. Save your stories.
いいから聞けよ。俺様の行為も心して受け取れ。
So demanding. Admittedly, it is preferable to have no girls nearby when I'm talking crap with Shuta. Wouldn't want anyone to think I'm the same as him after all. So, get to the point.
おお、聞いてくれるか、心の友よ。
Think you're going to give me much choice.
実はな、転校生の情報があるんだ。それも女子。
Honor said he's going to be like, oh, you mean like Shield? We know her, but it's going to be the fucking maid girl. Again, no way. No mind. Transfer students don't grow on trees.
早合点はいけないぜ。
You know, I just realized. Like, it's just gonna be a fuck. I just had like fucking like a scenario playing in my head of like she just walks in, is introduced, and the first thing that happens is just like fucking the girl from the sky. But then I just realized that what would that roughly be like, could that roughly like translate to when actually said Japanese, and like wouldn't Sora no Ko also be one, which would also technically be Sora's girl, aka he would accidentally call her like, oh yes, this is my woman. Like caveman speak, because he's referring to himself by name.
人づてならその可能性もあるが、何を隠そう、今回のソースは俺だからな。
I mean, like not Sora no Ko, like Ona, because like Ona no Ko, that for some reason I just took the Ko there. This is another reminder. I don't fucking speak Japanese. I simply intuit. Right, so what's this new dating sim you're playing?
現実だよ。たく、お前は俺を何だと思ってやがる。
That you're a genuine freak? The kind that would say shit like every woman is precious and not even bat an eyelid.
ひどい扱いだな。ま、そうだけど。
So he admits that.
話戻すけど、遠目から転校生を見たんだよ、俺。
That's the one that I like.
お？やっぱ気になるか？
More like curiosity.
まあそういうことにしとくわ。で、転校生なんだけど、ツインテが似合うクール系のすっごい美少女だ。
Like with every word or descriptor, he just like fucking face drops more. Not again! Huh. Feel like a girl fit in that description fell right on my face the other day. Surely I won't.
きっと空のお眼鏡にかなうと思うぜ。
I'm not that shallow asshole. How'd you even get all that from the distance?
俺の鷹の目と上司への嗅覚を舐めてもらっちゃ困る。こと上司の情報に限れば俺様の右に出るやつなんていないんだよ。
Is that right? I'll have to take his word for it.
でもなかなか悪が強そうな感じだったな。
That was something different about it.
ああ、まずオーラが違ったね。あれはただものじゃねえ。
How so?
あの空気感、舐めてかかったらやられるぞ。
Bro, she's a girl, not a monster you're fighting against. Oh, that's the bell.
時間切れか。ロリ先生が来る前に教室入ろうぜ。
Yeah.
みんないるか？
This really takes a very brief roll call between two yawns.
いないやついたら返事しろ。望月先生、いない人は返事できません。藤宮、お前さんは正しい。だが私としては沈黙を持って是としたいんだ。 その方が大変の手間とか省けるだろ。
Never met a lazier teacher.
先生、それはさすがに。分かったよ。ちゃんと出席取ればいいんだろ。
She's really getting all sulky with students. Zerudi starts yawning her way through the register, calling out one name after the other. After the next. Register's open, but she's not actually looking at it. So surprisingly, she's actually memorized all of our names.
桜井な、男の方。
As I'm about to reply with here, the door opens.
さっきの転校生。
Wait, really? Look towards the door along with the rest of the mermaid classmates. You have got to be shitting me. Did I jinx myself saying surely not earlier? And hoped against hope that I'd be able to brush this off as impossible, but the girl who's just appeared has smashed that hope to smithereens. It's the very same maid who came falling out of the sky the other day. Wait, why she's still dressed like that? What's her uniform?
なんだお前さん。私は小坂みより。いや、私は名前を聞いたわけじゃないんだが。
The voice sounds familiar.
メイド服は私の清掃。服装を突っ込んだわけでもないぞ。今日からこのクラスに入る。よろしく。
I know this voice, but I can't pin it down right now. That's annoying me. I'll just fucking check. Who cares?
はあ？そんな面倒なこと聞いてないぞ。もう決まってる。あ、そうは言ってもな。ものには順序ってものが。
Ayumi Sara. Oh, yep, it's fucking you from Ditsy Demons. As well as Tamaki from Sky Full of Stars. Also fucking Rito from Karigurashi Renai. That's probably the one I was mostly thinking of, considering the recency bias. Two members of staff show up as if on cue. The principal and vice principal, if I'm not mistaken. Must be important that the academy's two biggest big shots have come scurrying into our classroom.
なんですか？お二人ともお揃いで。私はサボらずにちゃんと仕事をしてますよ。
Miss Rui's attitude doesn't change much even when she's talking to bigwigs, which somewhat doesn't surprise
今日
me.
はそのことじゃない。なら私に何の用です？この子がうちに？あ、いや、それはちょっと事情はわかりますが、これ以上の面倒はお断りです。私の昼寝は何人たりとも邪魔させませんよ。
Yeah, I'm not. The anxious-looking principal even then whispers something in Miss Rudi's ear.
それ本当ですか？
When doing so, the look on her face immediately changes.
ですが、そこはもうちょっといる。
She wiggles her fingers about. Is she making numbers with them?
もう一
So what's really happening? Are they conducting under-the-table negotiations in the middle of our classroom?
なら全部いいんですね。もちろんおかわりも。ええ、それならいいでしょう。
Oh, you'd never expect to see a look that wicked on the face of an educator.
よしこそか、今日からよろしくな。
And wicked look is quickly replaced by a welcoming smile.
先生、彼女は一体。ああ、小坂は四つ菱財閥の関係者らしいぞ。四つ菱財閥って。
As in, it's famous one.
そう。
Then are you some rich heiress?
違う。私はただのメイド。
The new kid is answering the class's onslaught of question. Impressive.
じゃあ小坂、改めて一言よろしく。私はここに ある人物の調査監視のために来た。
The Yotsubishi conglomerate would force a school transfer just for that. How damn.
それだけか？もうちょっと何かあるだろう。対象は敬愛するお嬢様が一目惚れした不届き者、もとい桜井空。
Who, me?
そうだぞ。じゃあみんなくれぐれも粗相のないように。特に桜井、お前さんな。
Why me? What did that jackass do this time? Another one of his rule-breaking relationships with a member of the opposite sex, I bet. Damn, Sakurai, you laid your hands on a Mitsubishi heiress. Mitsubishi? Not that. Yotsubishi! Whoops. It's over for you. Hey, wait, what do you mean? I don't remember stealing anyone's heart. And am I not involved? And I'm not involved in any rule-breaking relationships.
今さら言い逃れなんて見苦しい。
Shio and Fujimiya's stare icy daggers at me, paying no mind to the internal screaming that's going on in my mind. Why is it always me? All I want is to live my days in peace. But those peaceful days don't seem to want to live with me. Classes are finally over for the day. Thought the day would never end. During classes I had Shio beside me, and during breaks I had Kosaka behind me. Not to mention all of my other classmates constantly watching to see what happened. I haven't had a single moment to relax and let my guard down this entire day. For that matter, Kosaka is still lingering just in the corner of my eye. She changed into a normal uniform after introducing herself, so I have to wonder if it was worth making a song and dance about being a maid in the first place. Our other classmates seem to agree with me. Hey Kosaka, do you wear your maid uniform even when you're not working? A few brave souls even asked her about it. The answer was genuinely along the lines of...
いつも着てる。
Oh, that's all you have to say?
他に答えようがない。
Well, yeah, you did. The curt responses quickly sink any curious questions. Meanwhile, I, being the target of Kosaka's alleged investigation, seemed to have incurred more wrath than curiosity. Talk about getting caught in the crossfire. Christ. No, all my classmates are monitoring me just as much as Kosaka is. She won't follow me to club, surely. Only my club room remains a safe place to escape to. Destination decided, I stand up from my desk.
Oi, Sakurai! ちょっとこっち来な。
No. Only for Miss Rudy to call for me. She usually vanishes the moment homeroom was over, and she's got this wicked grin on her face, so I know I'm not going to like whatever's coming next. Sure, what is it? Head over to see her. And Kosaka and Shio follow along behind me. I'm not the main character in a 16-bit RPG, damn it.
おや、お前さんたちも来たか。ちょうどいい。それにしても、小坂とはすっかり仲良しだな、桜井。
How in the world did you end up at that conclusion, miss?
つかず離れずべっとりじゃないか。ま、あとはお前さんの親しみだけだな。
Except if I'm not warming up to her, you'd call this stalking.
ちょっとの違いだろ。
You know what they say, even a small difference makes a big one, miss.
はあ。
She's not listening.
で、そんな桜井を見込んで、一つ頼み事だ。
I have no idea what expectations you've put in me, but how can I help?
転校生たちに校内を案内してやってほしい。
No, thank you. Do I have a choice?
分かりきったことを聞くな。さ、
She will be one thing, but Kosaka too.
一人でとは言わないから安心しろ。藤宮もつける。
Oh, she will.
というか、最初は藤宮に頼むつもりだったんだが。
Then why did she?
何？お前さんも入れた方が面白そうだと思ってな。望月先生、本当に彼も一緒なんですか？なんだ？藤宮は不満か？いえ、そういうわけじゃないんですけど。私は構いませんよ。私も。当人たちはいいみたいだぞ。それなら私もいいですけど。一応ちゃんと理由もあるんだぞ。 小坂は監視対象から離れることなく案内を聞ける。桜井はまあお前さんたち兄弟なんだし構わんだろ。
There are teachers that care about their students, and then there are teachers that are like this.
待って、二人って兄弟なんですか？あれ言ってなかったか？
You haven't told anyone yet? Everyone yet?
そうですね。私は知ってた。
That wasn't the same thing that dropped so casually, was it not?
もしかしてそういうプレイの
Hey, don't go spreading rumors. Oh, so the bastard didn't have enough to play Simi the Koiwai, huh? Can't believe he bagged the transfer student right away. I can, that's just the sort of thing Sakura would do. Wait, I think they've already accepted the damn rumors as fact.
私も驚いたぞ。兄弟が同じクラスだなんて。でも転校してきた時は二人。
Oh, that's because I didn't know yet.
私は知ってましたけどね。
Right. Crap. Probably said something I shouldn't have.
もしかして生き別れの兄弟とか。なるほど。そういうのも面白いな。
This conversation's gone off in a weird direction. Miss Rudy isn't even trying to help matters. Instead, she's intentionally making them worse. We were technically separated from each other at one point, though.
どうします兄さん。
Just leave them and it'll work itself out, probably.
でも結構な誤解をされてますよ。
Yeah, but it's true that we are siblings, so it's fine.
だといいんですけど。なるほど。兄弟、兄と妹ね。
Wijimiya? Seems lost in thought.
そういうことだから任せたぞ。
I'll get it done, Miss Rudy. Injecting is pointless, so I may as well get this over with as soon as possible.
それから桜井。
What is it this time?
特別教室等を案内するときは最後に地学準備室に来い。いいな？
Sure can do.
よし、ならいい。
Right. Pretty she just smirked and chuckled to herself.
あら、さっさと行け。出ないと男どもの視線にくびり殺されるぞ。
Fine. The rest of the asswipes in my class have been glaring daggers of envy and bloodlust at me ever since Miss Rudy summoned me. Certainly don't want to turn around and deal with them, so it's best. It's time to do as I've been told and leave. Start with the building. We start with the building we're currently in, going through each floor and pointing out the water fountains, bathrooms, and locations of the stairs.
それでこの先が保健室よ。ここだったんですね。奥まったところにあるから少し分かりづらいわね。ここは校庭から直接出入りできるようになってるの。そうなんですか。それじゃあ次に行きましょうか。はい。
Shimiya's taking care of most of the tour, explanations included. I'm not even sure why I'm here.
何？
No.
そう。なら先に行って。
Yeah. Guess she's the pushy type.
桜井くん、何をしてるの？置いていくわよ。
I wish you would. I know. Come on, Kozaka. Kozaka nods, so I bring her quickly over to Fujimiya.
それにしても、あなたたち本当に兄弟なの？
What's that supposed to mean?
そのままの意味を。だって似てないんだもの。
Yeah, well, I would imagine not.
どういう意味？
Exactly what it sounds like.
兄さんとは両親が再婚して兄弟になったんです。だから血のつながりはないんですよ。そう。なら納得ね。
It's probably safe enough to inquire as to what she means by that. The mental damage I would experience might be fatal if it did.
次は階段を登って渡り廊下から特別教室棟でいいかしらね。はい。
Go for it.
ならこの階段で上がりましょう。
These stairs are the closest one to the sky bridge. Jimiya goes first, reaches the landing before turning around.
桜井くん、先に行ってもらえるかしら。
That's fine, but why?
あなたが後ろだと下からスカート覗かれ。聞き捨てならない。事実？
Hell no! What, do you think I'm some voyeur? Is that it?
別にそこまでは思ってないわよ。でも桜井くんならやりかねないじゃない。
私もそう。
Fine, whatever, I'll go first. Even though the accusations are entirely baseless. I wouldn't be looking because I wanted to. Climbed the stairs in a half cowardly, half grumpy huff. What's up, Kosaka?
風。
What of it? Can't say why you'd paid any. Mischievous wind chooses the moment to play that cliched old trick on the girl's skirts. Oh. Kosaka pins her down, avoiding any pins hers down, avoiding any trouble. The other two don't make it, however. Shuta would likely be lamenting the fact that one girl got away right now. The two girls that have failed to protect themselves turn to glare at me. How is this fair?
桜井くん見ましたね。
No? What was it meant to say?
スカートの中をです。
Didn't see a
ふ
thing.
ん声が若干上ずっているようだけど。
No, it isn't. Ah, crap. Just cracked again.
兄さん、私からも一つ聞いていいですか？
What do you want to ask, dear sister?
私のって紫でしたよね。
Don't be absurd, you panted for... That's a fair shit, you tricked me. No, you're just a dumbass.
語るに落ちた。
またこの男は。
やっぱりですか、兄さん。
Look, that wasn't my fault. Yes, I saw what was an act of
で
God.
も兄さんのことだから喜んでいるんでしょう？
下着を凝視して喜ぶなんてこのけだ
I never said that.
もの。どうだか。
Oh, isn't this? Well, these two are such good friends. They're in sync
やっ
now.
ぱり桜井くんは不潔です。
ええ、女の敵です。
So the reason they're such good friends is because they found a common enemy, huh? Maybe my little sister has made a friend already, but I just wish they weren't uniting over the hatred of me. Kosaka, for her part, just stares at me. What?
この変態。
Why did you kick me while I'm down?
そういえば二人とも入る部はもう決めたのかしら？
They better change up this specific group's general, like, shtick, because by God, if this is going to be the shtick the entire time, I'm just going to hate all three of them. And I'm only going to like Senna. Like, that scene in particular, it's just... a fuck... She told him, you go ahead, don't want you to look up her skirt. He said, okay, fine. A wind gust happened, he happened to see, and immediately they're pissed at him. And it's just like, what the fuck was he supposed to do? There was no way to fucking control that shit. Like, was he a dumbass by immediately spouting like, oh no, that was the wrong color? Yes. However, come on. There's a point at which it becomes fucking ridiculous. Like, come the fuck on. Just finished showing new students the music room when Fujimiya asks
部
this.
活ですか？
Yes, all students at this academy have to be part of a club.
転校してきたばかりでよくわからないと思うのだけど、これも校則なのよ。
Hinamori Academy's rules follow the template you'd expect them to.
そうなんですね。ということは、兄さんも？
Yep, sure am.
もちろん私もね。
小坂さんはどの部活にするんですか？私はもうそうなんですか。
Now we have more or less finished showing them around the academy.
桜井さんが良ければ部活の方も見て回りましょうか。
はい、それじゃあお願いしてもいいですか？
ええ、喜んで。
Just start the places that are running today. Start with the music room ahead is the home of the choir club. Nearby home of the economics room hosts the cookery club. Science labs house the chemistry club. And we finish our tour by seeing the art and manga clubs in the art rooms. This finally sees us heading over to the earth sciences room. The astronomy club, which I'm part of, is here.
兄さんが。
へえ、天文部って活動してたのね。
Hey, we're a genuine club, just a small one. I'm thankful Mr. Rich told us to come here last. Forgot about that, but I guess it worked out. What's up?
あ、ソラちゃん、ルリちゃん、みんな来ました。
ああ、そうか。待ってたぞ、お前さんたち。
遅えぞ空。
Sorry we ended up showing them around all the clubs too.
おお、それは好都合だ。
Mr. Rich
さ
smirks.
遠慮せずに入ってくれ。
Shio, Kosaka, and Fujimiya all get ushered into the club room. You guys are duty introductions. First up, our advisor is the earth sciences teacher, Miss Ruri.
よろしく。
The club currently consists of 3 members, me, Shuta, and Koiwai.
セナさんも天文部なんですね。うん、そうだよ。
ねえ、俺は俺も天文。
杉野くんもなんですね。
うん、そうなんだ。
Way to turn that girl off, Shuta.
それでどんな活動をしているの？
I was just getting to that.
それはこれを見てくれよな。
She drags a display board out in front of everyone.
すごい。
これ全部星空よね。
綺麗。
The board is home to a whole host of photos with starry skies. Usually keep them stored away, so they must have prepared this in
これ
advance.
はね、全部天文部で撮ったものなんだよ。そうなんですか。いいなあ、これ。
ええ、そうね。
こんな感じで俺たちは星を観測してるんだ。
She studied the positions and movements of the stars and checked that they're all as
あ
expected
と
to.
はね、流星群の季節は合宿もするんだよ。
Staying the night at the academy and waiting to see the shooting stars is pretty damn cool if you ask me.
なんかいいですね。
That Chio seems to be showing an interest.
どうだお前さんたち。うちに入る気になったか？よ
私は入る。
しよし、歓迎するぞ小坂。
別に。もともと桜井空を監視するつもりだったから。
Oh, right. She's really sticking to that, huh?
ところで合宿って学園でお泊まりなのよね。
They do?
普段は別々に暮らしてる男女が一つ屋根の。
くんずほぐれ。
ねえ、空。
Nah, I'll have to pass on that as usual.
もう、空ちゃんのいけず。
セナさんのお誘いを断るとか。ひょっとしてお前玉なしなのか？
That's strange. I thought I gave the most appropriate answer given the situation.
だったらセナさん、俺が空の代わりを務めます。
それは大丈夫かな。
さいですか。けど今年は女子が増えるし、まだワンチャン。
Honestly, sorry about that, Fujimiya. We got a little off topic. Fujimiya. She's just staring at all of us.
やっぱり無視できない。
Huh?
この部から不純異性交友の予感がします。
How did you jump to that conclusion?
望月先生、私も天文部に入ります。そうか、藤宮も入るか。
I thought you were already in a club,
見
Fujimiya.
舞すればいいだけでしょ。あなたのような男を野放しにしたらどんなハレンチなことが起こるかわからないもの。
What am I, sex fiend?
いいじゃないか。面白くなってきたぞ。
Anything goes as long as Miss Rudy gets her kicks out of it. Well, Fujimiya did seem to have an interest in what we do here, so I guess it works out well enough. We don't have many members, so I'm glad we got some new ones.
桜井妹、お前さんはどうする？
私は。
She was gay as waivers. That's okay, you don't have to give your answer right now. You could check out some other clubs before deciding.
そうですね。
Shall we go look at the other club rooms now then?
そうね。私も最後まで付き合います。
桜井空が行くなら私も行く。
Yeah, but we'll be heading off now.
今日は星見るんだからちゃんと後で来いよ。
I'll be there.
いってらっしゃい。
Your astronomy club members see us off. Feel I might have given this club the preferential treatment with my explanation. But hey, it is my own base. It deserves it. After leaving the astronomy club, I show them around the sports clubs, practicing in the courtyard and gymnasium. This completes our tour of the academy. That should be all the clubs that are in session today. What do you think, Shio? See any you like?
やっぱりいきなりは難しいかしらね。
はい。運動は苦手とかじゃないんですけど。
It's awkward joining in the middle of second year.
文化系だとどうかしら。
どこも楽しそうだとは思いましたけど。
Yeah, it makes you wish not joining was a club. Joining was a club was an option, huh? Apparently, some madman actually made a do-nothing club a little while back. It's getting late, so how about we head home for now? Showing them around took quite a while.
そうしましょうか、桜井さん。
Shio?
兄さん、お願い聞いてくれる？
Your wish is my command. Just say the word.
星見たいの。
What?
ほら、この後見るんでしょ？
Yeah, sure.
だったら私も混ぜてもらえないかなって。
I don't mind, but it means we'll be leaving really late. We're currently in the presence of the #1 Academy Rules Guardian.
別に問題ないんじゃないかしら。
Wait, really? She's the biggest stickler for the rules I know. What gives?
校則で禁じられているのは理由のない残留です。天文部は活動の許可をきちんと学園から取っているのでしょ。
Of course it does.
なら体験入部扱いで望月先生から追加の承認をしてもらえば問題ないわよ。
兄さん、それじゃ
Sure, you can take part.
よかった。藤宮さん、ありがとうございます。
私は何も。
Your advice alone is something to be grateful for, class rep. Thought she was a total square, but it turns out you can be flexible at times too.
どういたしまして。それじゃあ私は帰るわね。
Hold your horses.
何かしら。
Coming stargazing with us, Fujimiya.
でも
Announced that you were joining the club earlier, yes?
だけどまだ正式に。
You literally just said we could call it a trial session. I want to thank you for helping me out with the tour anyway.
そうですね。私もです。
そう、わかりました。そういうことなら私もご一緒させてもらいましょう。
はい、ぜひ。
There's just one last thing. Dr. Kozak has been standing silently behind us. You're coming too, yeah?
当然。
Great, that's that then. We head over to join the rest of the astronomy club. Coming out onto the roof, we find everyone else already waiting for us.
ソラちゃんおかえり。みんなも来たんだね。はい。
よろしくお願いします。
じゃあ、こっちに来てくれるかな。
Senna beckons the three girls towards her.
小坂はともかく残りの2人も連れてくるとはさすがだな。
Did you have to make it sound like I'm some pickup artist?
そうか、才能あるぞ。
I wish I didn't.
上出来だよ。これで部員は確保できるだろう。
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. They haven't agreed yet.
だったらお前さんがその一押しをするんだよ。
This dude shoves me in the back. Ow!
ほら行きな。星空が待ってる。
Head over to everyone else while rubbing my back.
来たな空。望遠鏡の準備はできてるぞ。
Great, thanks.
早速なんか見るか？
Sorry, I know you went to the trouble of setting them up, but...
どうした？
Look. The girls are all looking up at the night sky besides Senna. Smiles on their faces show how much fun they're having. I don't think we need them just yet.
そうだな。
ソラちゃんもシュータくんもこっちおいでよ。
Come on, we've been summoned. I'll stand in a row looking up at the night sky.
あれって一番星ですか？
そう、またの名を宵の名称、金星だね。そこからちょっと離れて月の向こう側、大きくて明るいのがスピカだよ。
乙女座の？
そうよ、よく知ってるね。
まあ
I was expecting Kosuke to know anything about the constellations.
お嬢さんたち、星もいいけど月が綺麗ですね。
Yep, murder. He has forfeited his right to life.
どうせ杉野には遠くて手が届かんだろうよ。
ひどい。
What the hell should I playing at?
兄さん、
So specific you're looking for?
その夏の大三角ってどこなの？
Oh, that's over there. Try his finger over the sky and the stars over the stars in the sky to show Shio the constellation. Big and dim are visible, but I think Altair needs a little longer.
そっか、残念。
They'll be visible soon enough. We just need to wait. Imagine Shio's eyes would be glued to the sky for the next good while. What about everyone else? Break my gaze from the night sky and take a look around. Shio. Jamiya. Of course I can make up all of our trial members, and they all seem to be enjoying themselves. In fact, smiles on their faces telling me they're guaranteed to join the club. And there's me. Look up at the sky. Far above our million sparkles, all set against the dark backdrop of the sky. Stars are falling. At least that's the way the sky full of stars looks to me. The world above in an endless expanse of deep blue, a sea of stars. Probably should just skip that. Oh yeah, though. I don't know why they had the hamster pinball around the screen, though. That probably hurt. I look up toward the sky. The very same sky that we all looked up at last night. So beautiful. There are no stars left to be seen at this
ソラ
time.
ちゃん？ソラちゃん？
A tug on my arm snaps me back to my senses. Oh, Senna, what's up?
もう、それはこっちのセリフだよ。どうしたの？ぼーっとして。
No real reason. Just looking up at the sky.
そう？ならいいけど。
It doesn't seem completely convinced, but that doesn't stop it from squishing right up against me. Now, this might actually be problematic, Senna.
兄さん、また鼻の下伸びてますよ。あれあれ？
No, what do you mean again?
あれで伸ばしてなかったんですか？
I fail to see what you're so surprised about.
いいえ、桜井くん。これは驚くべきことよ。
Is that who I think it is?
おはようございます、藤宮さん。おはよう、リンナちゃん。
おはようございます。桜井さん、小岩先輩。それから、昨日はありがとうございました。
どういたしまして。楽しんでくれたかな？
はい。
そっか。それなら私も嬉しいよ。
Senna and Fujimiya seem to have become fast friends while stargazing last night.
ところで桜井くん。
Yes. The pleasant smile she had on her face while saying good morning has now changed to a deadly serious look.
私はあなたにもお礼を言いたいのだけど、
Oh no, you don't need to.
その前に、まずはそれについて聞かせてもらえる？
Huh? What's the meaning of this? Something about the situation is making Fujimiya less than pleased, but what?
桜井くん、この私の前で不純異性交友とはいい度胸ね。
Oh, that's... Then his chest, along with the rest of her, is currently squashed up against my arm.
実に驚くべきことだと思わない？
Sorry, this happens every day, so I didn't think much of it.
毎日？
そうですよ、藤宮さん。 毎日こうして鼻の下を伸ばしてます。
桜井くん、あなたやっぱり不潔です。
Wait, why are you blaming me? Senna's the main culprit here.
これってそんなかな。
ええ、そんなです。
私はそうは思わないな。そうだ、リンネちゃんもソラちゃんで試してみれば。
小祝先輩、何を言って。
だってそうすればわかるじゃない。
Hey, come on now. This conversation is going in a strange direction.
そこまで言うなら
Wait, you're seriously doing this?
マジです。
Wait, so my opinion is irrelevant? Is that it? What you mean?
いいから黙って腕を出しなさい。
She approaches me with resolve.
桜井くんがこれからここからどうするの。
リンネちゃん、そのままガブッといくんだよ。
Fujimiya timidly reaches out toward my arm. However,
やっぱりダメです。
I'm not surprised. You're not meant to hold arms with someone unless you're dating them, typically. Turns out I'm perfectly sane
ダ
after
メ
all.
って言ったのよ、桜井くん。さっさと離れる。
Wait, I'm the one that's wrong?
当たり前です。
He goes bright red in the face, not surely after seeing this. So yeah, maybe you should let go, Senna?
ソラちゃん、
Yes?
ソラちゃんは私のこと嫌い？
No, of course I don't. I like her as much as I like any of my friends.
じゃあ問題ないよね。
You hurt the woman.
そんなの桜井くんが離れれば済む話でしょ。
You're saying this is my fault.
当然です。
You're being unreasonable.
これは何？桜井空。
Ah! Turn around to find the only person who could complicate matters further. Of course, let me know next time you decide to surprise me.
いいから説明して。
Well, how do I explain this?
朝から女の子たちに好き放題している。
そう。
No, I'm not.
あなたの主観は不要。
Kozaka glares at me as she takes out a notebook. What is that?
桜井空観察日誌。
Look closer to this part of the notebook labeled General Purpose has been crossed out with a double line and the aforementioned written over it instead.
6月19日、桜井空。朝から色欲にふける。
At least write the truth down, Kozaka.
そんなことお嬢様には伝えられない。
Oh, but you couldn't report what you just wrote down? Say something, would you, Shio? That wouldn't be happening if you hadn't given Kozaka funny ideas in the first place.
知りませんよ、そんなこと。
Fucking is. Hey, don't be like that!
兄さんの日頃の行いが悪いからでしょ。
Seems angry, but I don't know what I've done to offend her.
ねえ、ソラちゃん、早く行こうよ。
ちょっと待ちなさい。まだ話は終わってないんだから。
地上のもつれ。
God, why do I always get wound up in this shit shows I don't even start? None of this was any of my fault. That's now over the day. I was late to club yesterday, so my plan is to show up early today. As I tried to make a hasty escape from the classroom,
桜井、ちょっと頼まれてくれ。
this literally called me to a halt, and now here I am. I'm gonna ruin everything. I ended up getting forced into back-breaking manual labor under the guise of an errand. And why did I ever decide to carry them all at once? I'm carrying 3 folded chairs in my hands, plus my own bag over my shoulder. I mean, 3 folded chairs is fucking nothing. It's not heavy, but it's stupidly unwieldy. Also not really. If it's the folded chairs that I'm thinking of. Could have carried all this yourself, Miss Ruri. Earth Sciences room was basically her private office anyway. That's why she's still unmarried. Grumbled to myself as I carried a load from the first floor of the general building to the top floor of the applied classrooms building. Though, if she heard that last comment, I'd be forced to kneel uncomfortably while she gave me a 2-hour-long lecture. Finally done. Finally arrived at the Earth Sciences room, aka the Astronomy Club room. What's up?
ソラちゃん、
ういっす、さっきぶり。
Usual gigs, you'd agree with me.
今日もちょっと遅かったけど、お掃除当番？
Nah, Miss Rudy forced me to run an errand. Lift the chairs up to show her.
ああ、
Shuta at least seems understanding. Of what, I'm not entirely sure. So another lazy day then?
ずーっと待ってたんだよ。
What a way. They're more than capable of getting on with things without me being present.
それはね、
Yeah?
私がソラちゃんに会いたかった
Right. What's first on the agenda?
の。冗談だよ。会いたかったのは本当だけど、
I don't see where this is going, Shuta.
はだろうな。待ってたのは俺たちじゃなくて奥の美少女たちだ。
At the back of the room are the seats we usually occupy.
ずいぶん待ったわよ、桜井くん。
I've half a mind to turn around.
まあ兄さんですから、やっぱり目を離すべきじゃなかった。
Are the 3 girls who were with me only a moment ago in the classroom? That thing was weird. Of course, I wasn't following me around for once. She must have come straight here. So what do you need me for?
ひどいですね、兄さんは。自分で誘ったようなものなのに。
Oh, you're here to join the club.
そう。だから、こうして入部届を持ってきたのよ。
I do see 3 admission slips waiting on the desks. I see, makes sense. Also lines up with why we need extra chairs.
これはお前の仕事だからな。
入部届は部長さんじゃないと受け取れないからね。
でも驚きね。桜井くんが部長だなんて。
ええ、私もてっきりセナさんだとばかり。4月までは確かにそうだったんだけどね。私、部長とかそういうのは柄じゃないの。だから新年度からはソラちゃんにお願いしたんだ。そうだったんですね。でも、桜井空に任せて平気？
I'm sure I'm a better option than Shuta was.
それは、まあそうでしょうね。
あのさ、さりげなくディスるのやめてくれる？
That aside, allow me to go through your admission forms. To admit a new member, I have to confirm their class and name, sign it, and then present the form to our club advisor. So first up are the identity checks. Let's see, you are Sakurai Shio from class 2-1, yes?
兄さんなんか新鮮ですね。
It is. Nowhere else would you need to confirm the identity of your own little sister, after all. Okay, next. You're Kosuka Miuri from class 2-1, yes?
身寄りでいい。あなた、ここの部員はみんな下の名前で呼んでる。
Yeah, I guess I do.
いや、
No, not really.
なら問題ないはず。私もその方がいい。
It's just... It's kind of embarrassing to jump to being on a first name basis with a girl you don't know all that well, isn't it? No, okay. Miuri.
何？
Oh, just doing as you asked.
そう。
These two start staring at me for some reason. Of course, I mean, Miuri was distracting me. What?
いいえ、別。
なんでもないです。
Right. Should probably just push on. Okay then, last but not least. Fujimi Arina, also of class 2-1, is this correct?
はい。
Didn't need to confirm our class reps. I didn't really need to confirm our class reps identity either, did I? What is it, Fujimiya?
私は呼んでくれないんですね。
The swapping what?
だから、名前よ。小坂さんのことは下の名前で呼んだのに、私はそのままなの？
But like, you're our class rep, I need to be polite.
それなら、私もあなたのことを部長ってクラスで呼ぶわよ。
Oh, not so sure. I wouldn't want to be called president anywhere, at least of all where it isn't relevant.
でしょ？だから、私のことも下の名前で呼んでちょうだい。
Okay. Put in it.
さんもなしよ。
Put in it.
はい。
Seems happy about this for whatever reason.
兄さん、入部届 ありませんでしたか？
Oh, nope. All perfect. She looks awfully scary
なあ
right
な
now.
あ、空がいいなら俺もみんなのことを下の名前で呼んでいいかな。
私は構わない。
私もです、杉野くん。
よっしゃーって委員長は
あなたはダメよ。
なんで？
あなたとの関係は別に変わってないでしょ。
確かに。
Rest in peace, Shuta.
まあともかくだ。これで美少女が3人も増えるぞ。ひゃっほ
Quick to recover as always. If you haven't technically joined yet, you shoot that.
そうだね。
え、どういうこと？
入部届は最後にルリちゃんからハンコをもらわないと。
おう、そうだった。
So where is she? Forcing the hard work on me just to show up late anyway, huh?
やっとるか。
Speak of the devil and all that. A wonderful advisor comes into the door with a hearty yawn.
遅いっすよ、ロリ先生。
くわっ、誰がロリだ。
Also would not call her a lully. Shuta spoke the forbidden word and received Miss Ruri's iron hammer to the head as punishment.
ロリじゃない、ルリだ。人をコケにするなら童貞を卒業してからにしろ。
It's just because of the name. It doesn't look like a lolly, but it's just because Ruri sounds vaguely like a lolly.
だいたい私の体のどこにロリ要素がある？言ってみろ。
Miss Ruri stands dauntingly above Shuta, pushing out her chest. Her various curves are visible even through the white coat she wears. That's a mature woman, all right, no doubt
あ
about
り
it.
がとうございます。ありがとうございます。
誰が感謝しろと言った？この色ガキが。
She lashes out at him as he bows before her. That's Miss Ruri for you. Merciless. If this goes on much longer, we might hear an ominous voice saying fatality. Though this is nothing new for Shuta, so I'm sure he'll be fine. Miss Ruri, I have the admission slips for you.
ああ、わかった。
She continues kicking Shuta while reaching into the pocket of her white coat to take out a stamp.
承認、承認、承認っと。よし、これでお前さんたちも晴れて天文部員だ。見知ったメンツしかいないが、改めてよろしく。
よろしくお願いします。
さて、これで天文部は部員6名と顧問の私になったわけだが、いい加減汚いな。
あぶし。
She goes from stomping on Shuta to giving a kick that sends him flying like a used rag.
とりあえず桜井と小祝から3人に活動の内容と方針を話してやれ。はい。
Understood. Most of what we do falls under observing and recording.
観測って何をするんですか？なんとなくはわかりますけど。
星を見る以外他にある？確かに思いつかないわね。
That's because you've underestimated the astronomy club.
そう？
You can't call simple stargazing astronomy, can you? Wait, can you get the example ready for me?
はーい。
Senna knows exactly what I'm referring to.
これは
星座早見版ね。
This piece of magic will tell you exactly what you can expect to see in the sky as long as you input the correct directions, date, and time. Now here's a question for you. At 8 p.m. today, what will be visible in the southwest?
月。
Correct. Got the hang of it already. You'll learn how to use these in class, so that's hardly surprising. We use this planisphere as a reference to help us observe the stars. However, what do you think is all? Do you think this is always accurate?
間違っているの？でも違ったら困る。
Yes. That would be trouble if it was off or incorrect. But that might just happen.
かもしれない。
Yes, there are no absolutes in this universe. That's why we do our observations, to make sure we witness anything that might happen.
なるほど。よくわからない。
もういきなりとっつきにくいこと言っちゃダメだよ、そら。
Guess. I was eager to talk about my dream scenario, but it's highly unlikely a bunch of amateurs would ever make an observation on that scale. More realistically speaking, would be meteor showers.
紹介の時言ってた。あれね。
Yeah? This reminds still on our camps. During the upcoming summer break, we'll be able to see meteor showers from Aquarius and Perseus. The conditions are especially favorable for seeing the one from Perseus.
へえ、ラッキーですね。
We hold our camps based on the data visible to us from astronomical observatories. Although, sometimes that data might not be correct.
それがさっきのかもしれないね。
Yes, so what we do here is observe the stars and make a record of whether or not where we, or rather where the data expects them to be. Though we're all essentially amateurs, so what we're doing isn't especially deep or anything. Simply put, our observations are more like something we have to do to stop our camps being a waste of time.
わかった。つまりはお泊まりのため。
You're technically correct, but I take issue with your phrasing.
兄さん。
不潔です。
See? I've given them the wrong idea. Anyways, we should do one of the observations
で
today.
も、この時間に星は出てない。
True, there is the sun.
つまりどういうことですか？
We'll observe the sun.
太陽。
ソラちゃん、黒点観察だね。確かに、あれなら初めてでも簡単だし、望遠鏡にも慣れられるよね。
Exactly.
さすがソラちゃん、頭いい。
Keep those compliments coming. The biggest reason, in all honesty, is that this is the only thing we can do while the sun is still out. So I would like to get right to it. Where's the telescope we usually use?
ああ、それなら私が屋上に持ってった。
Another fly, great. It's really funny, breaks the silence and raises a hand. You did?
どうせやれることなんて黒点観察ぐらいしかないだろうからな。先回りしておいた。感謝しろ。
That smug face. As though she saw right through us. However, I know that can't be all there is to the story. Oh, so you weren't just lazing about.
失礼なことを言うなよ、桜井。私は屋上で昼寝。観察の準備をしていたんだ。
See? That explains the cute little stuffed toy you have with you.
違うぞ。むーちゃんはその天日干ししてたんだ。
Mr. Hurley hides Moo the sheep behind her back. You already know that thing is her favorite pillow. It's moments like this that earned her the nickname Little Miss Lolly.
お前さ、何か失礼なことを考えているな。
Wouldn't dream of it.
こーら、それ以上ルリちゃんをいじめちゃダメだよ。
小祝い、私はいじめられてなんかいないぞ。
まあまあルリちゃん、とりあえずみんなで屋上行こうよ。
Yeah, come on. We're going to shoot up. We'll have to shoot up off the floor and then we all head up to the roof to go and look at sunspots. This was the first observation our 3 new members have done, and it actually went rather well. The sun decided it wanted to be rather active today, apparently, so there were a lot of sunspots visible. Shio and Rina finished their observation without much of a note. However, the big surprise was... I think you got a talent for this, Miyori.
そう？
He's far surpassed my expectations for her. First of all, she's a super quick learner. He mastered the telescope in no time at all. I've used one before.
昔、少し。
Alright, you finished your sketches quickly too. It's just a matter of filling in the image, which was both fast and accurate.
それは得意なだけ。
Oh, you're good at art and stuff.
まあ、お嬢様は文字よりイラストが好きだから。
Wait, tell me that other name. Miyori nods.
桜井空観察日誌はイラスト付き。
Can I at least ensure you fill it with real information, please?
わかってる。
But do I believe you?
はーい、今日はそろそろ引き上げるぞ。
Better than cue the bell chimes to tell everyone at the academy it's time to head home for the day. Damn, that time already. Need to pack up. Yuri and I are the only ones next to the telescope. Everyone else is following Senna's instructions and putting together the observation records. Hey, Miri, would you mind helping me put the telescope
わ
away?
かった。
Should take only a few minutes with the 2 of us working together. And that's it. Why don't you all go with your hands, Miyori?
どうして？
You seem to know exactly what you were doing with all the screws and cables. That really helped us tidy it away quickly. Thanks.
どういたしまして。
Of Cool. Now let's get going. Beauty nods. We then head over to the others.
みんな今日はどうだった？そうですね。思ったよりいろいろやるんですね。
ええ、もっと地味だとばかり。まあまあだった。
そっか。よかったね、ソラちゃん。
Yeah. Doesn't sound like any of them will be quitting on day one at the very least.
はいはい、俺も超楽しかったです。
No one was asking. Just make sure you take that tripod bag with you.
分かってるよ。
それじゃあ今日は解散だ。屋上閉めるからさっさと降りろ。
はい。
So our first club session with our new members comes to a close. The first bell in the afternoon rings out, signaling the start of lunch.
やっと飯だ。もう俺お腹ペコちゃんだぜ。
Same man.
で、今日はどうするんだ？
Let's see, here at the Mori Academy, we have 3 options for lunch. Bring it from home, buy it from the store, or get it from the cafeteria. And today
ソ
I...
ラちゃん
Shoota's question answers itself before I can give him an answer.
一緒にお弁当食べよう。
Sure. Looks like I'm on packed lunches again, Shuta.
羨ましいぞ、この通い妻持ち。
Hey, don't make up names for her.
そうだよ、奥さんとか恥ずかし
Spider complains, she's all smiles. Thanks for bringing it over.
いよ。平気だよ、そんなに遠くないし。こっちはソラちゃんの、こっちのはシオちゃんね。
Senna hands the third lunchbox to my seat neighbor.
すみません、いつもありがとうございます。いいんだよ、うちの分も作ってるし、ついでついで。
You're a lifesaver, though. 2 of us would never get a packed lunch otherwise.
そうですね。
You and I never worry for lunch, and it's all thanks to Senna.
ならどういたしましてかな。
Why did you sound like Kuon just now?
ならどういたしましてかな。
And it's entirely just because of the fucking, I think at the end, like the kana. Considering the speech quirk Kuon has. We're lucky, that's what we are.
桜井空。
What's up? Turn around to find Miri as per usual. She's holding her observation journal and a smallish lunchbox.
昼食はここで食べるの？
Nah, we usually go to the club room.
そう。じゃあ私も部室で観察する。
Don't you mean to eat lunch with us there?
違う。観察は任務。
But you do have lunch, yes?
そう。だけど、お昼はついで。
Great, then come eat with us. It won't stop you from observing me.
それは。
Yuri?
うん。
What you thinking so hard about?
一緒に観察する。
Right. Suppose that's not much different from eating lunch together.
桜井くん、あなたの周りは随分と賑やかね。
Oh, Rena. Rena typically goes to buy her lunches, so I thought she'd have been long gone, but nope.
すみません、うるさかったですか？ごめんね、リンネちゃん。
いえ、騒がしいという意味では、これは天文部の集まりなのかしら？
Well, not really, but I guess based on the people here, it would be.
これから部室でお昼食べるんだよ。そうだ、藤宮さんもどうですか？
私は、そうね。
It looks at everyone before finally looking at me
ええ、
last.
私も行きます。監視しないと不潔なことが起こりそうですから。
Hey, why'd you have to glare at me while saying that?
なんでかしらね。自分の胸に聞いてみたら？
Crap of dubious is gonna start to infect Shio if I let it. Need to change the topic. Anyways, I thought you usually went and bought your lunches.
いけない、出遅れ
That's fierce competition for the best stuff. There's fierce competition for the best stuff the shop stocks. Show up too late and your only option will be a red bean bun or some mochi. Better get a move on if you want the good stuff.
わかってるわよ。
We'll see you in the club room afterwards in a minute.
そうしましょう。いい？私が行くまでに何かハレンチなことをしてたら承知しないから。
I won't, just get going already.
仕方ないわね。
じゃあ部室で待ってますね、藤宮さん。
ええ、では行ってきます。
いってらっしゃい。
She may be in a hurry, but then I would never to contemplate running in the corridors. So what do you do, Shuta? We forgot about him, to be honest.
わざわざ馬に蹴られに行くような野暮な趣味俺にはないぜ。
You lie, you made sure that Miss Rudy kicked you the other day and you were loving every moment of it.
それはそれ。これはこれだ。俺は学食に行くぜ。あーばよ。
Right. Being alone does make it easier to get a seat in the cafeteria. I'm not slow-witted enough to need to ask why he'd be doing that either. Where'd you get going, Tao?
そうだね。
わかった。
You all head to the club room. Grab a carton of tea from the vending machine on the way to round out my lunch. However, Senna says we should wait until we're all here before we start eating. I myself agree that we should wait for Rina to arrive, but I'm also dying to know what's for lunch today. So I'm just gonna take a peep under the lid. Should he lift the lid to check what's inside? What? There's a giant pink heart inside. Why would you do this to me, my dear Senna?
どうしたんですか、兄さん。
Unfortunately, Shio noticed me hastily closing my lunchbox back up. Nothing at all.
嘘ですね。お弁当の中に何かあったんですか？
No, why would there be?
怪しい。
Shio starts closing in on me.
ソラちゃんのお弁当どうかしたの？わかりませんが、兄さんの様子がおかしいです。もしかして紙とか入っちゃってた？ごめんね。
No, it didn't. It's nothing, I swear.
でも
Senna joins Shio in crowding around me. It's fine, literally not a problem, no problemo.
桜井空、おとなしく中身を見せて記録。
Stop that. Now even Miori, the observation journal in hand, comes rushing over to my lunch. Crap, I've got to do some
す
before.
みません、遅くなりました。って何やってるのよ。
See, now Rina's here.
桜井くん、
This isn't what it looks like.
いいからみんな離れる。
Rina barks, making the other girls retreat, only for her to stand dauntingly in their place.
これはどういうことなのかしら。
They weren't crowding me, actually. It was my lunch they wanted.
はい、本当なの？
Everyone nods.
ならこうしてしまうのが一番ね。
Hey, wait! Then it tears the lid off my lunchbox.
何ですかこれ？
Yeah, figures that they'd react like that. Only the culprit Miori, who's making a record, aren't surprised.
今日はね、そぼろご飯だよ。そういうことじゃなくて。違うの？
これです。ハートマークですよね。
そうだよ。
Hey, wait, why are you looking at me?
そんなにおかしいかな？
おかしいですよ。
そう？しおちゃんと私のも同じなんだけどな。
She opens her lunch to find an identical heart.
桜伝舞が余ったからやってみたの。かわいいでしょ。
これいい。今度参考にさせてもらう。
どうぞ。
So she just decorated our lunches. All that suspense for nothing.
ソラちゃんたちどうかしたの？
It's nothing. Let's just eat, okay? I'm starving.
そうね。
We all turn to food to heal us from the past few minutes of trauma. I would fucking rub it in, like, I think we all learned not to immediately point blame. Right? Talking to you specifically. What's up? Then then munches on her sandwich while looking down at the lunch boxes on the table.
やっぱりお弁当はいいわよね。購買戦争に参加しなくていいし。
If I wasn't lazy, I would edit in a clip from Bento, but like superimpose it in on one of the characters. Bento was a weird show.
好きな量を安定して食べられるものね。
I guess. Why are you eating more? Then it polishes off her sandwich in no time, then tears open an eclair. Pretty sure we all saw her eating a croquette bun before this too.
育ち盛りだからお腹がすくのよ。悪い？
No, not really. That eclair any good?
ええ。でも、締めはやっぱりこれね。
It takes some cylindrical out of her pocket. Umaebo? It's like you brought the whole damn store with you. Hold on, what the fuck is Umaebo? Oh, Umaibo. Like the fucking puffcorn snacks that for some reason almost always have fucking Doraemon on them. The packaging, I mean.
これはデザートよ。
Seriously? Not sure if I count Umaebo as dessert personally. Especially now that I've just eaten the eclair before that.
あげないからね。
Would want some anyway.
うまい棒をバカにするなんて許さないわよ。
I'm not slandering anything.
まあまあリンネちゃん。でも購買のパンとうまい棒だけだとちょっとバランスが悪いよ。確かに栄養が偏ってそうですね。
それは私も分かってるんですけど。
もしかしてリンネちゃんはお料理苦手？
はい。作ってるうちにぐちゃぐちゃになっちゃうんです。
Huh, that's a surprise.
何よそれ。
Brenda squeezes down on her carton of milk and pouts. It's just that in class you're like the perfect person.
あなたからだとなんか皮肉に聞こえるわね。
Wow, rude. Anyway, I mean, I'm not one to talk, but not being able to make a packed lunch really isn't the end of the world. It's not like she and I make these for ourselves either.
慰めのつもり？
Just saying how things are.
そう。まあいいわ。
ところで兄さん。私だってやろうと思えばできますよ。
Please don't, that would be dangerous. For my life especially.
危ないって包丁とか？
No, actually, I don't mean that. Ow. Did you just kick me under the table?
そうなんです。兄さん過保護で。
へえ、意外ね。
ねえ、兄さん。
I know you can't hide the truth. Damn it. Doesn't agree with me or else looking at us all one. Yeah, Moichio might end up hurting yourself cooking.
桜井くんってシスコンなのね。
そうなんですよ。
Ha 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 ha. Why don't I try to reveal Shio's real culinary level? Both my sister's honor and my own life hang in the balance, you see. Today is unfortunately overcast. On days like this, you can't even see the sun, let alone any stars. But hey, it's the rainy season. It happens. Alright, I'm done with the record.
流星群どうだった？
Latest data from the observation hasn't changed any.
そっか。
合宿の方もこのままなら大丈夫そうだな。
あとはやっぱりお天気だよね。
Yeah, every other condition for seeing a meteor shower could be perfect, and you still wouldn't see a thing if it were this overcast.
てるてる坊主、今から作っておこうか。
それいいっすね、セナさん。
A bit early for that, isn't it?
そうだな。けどこれはいい暇つぶしになる。
True. Astronomy club activities are as affected by the weather as those of sports clubs that practice outdoors. Though those sports clubs can always hit the gym and work on their stamina instead when the weather's bad. We don't have that option. Instead, we here at the Astronomy Club get a wonderful amount of what's known as free time.
兄さん、何かやることないんですか？
このままのんべんだらりっていうのはちょっとね。
Seems the newfound freedom is particularly difficult for Rena, what with her love of sticking to the rules. I mean, there are things.
何？私たちにできそうなら教え。
Doing maintenance on the telescope and stuff.
それ、この前やりましたね。
Yep, so it would be pointless in doing it again already.
手持ち無沙汰ね。落ち着かない。
She looks around the room impatiently.
そうだ！部室の掃除をしましょう。
掃除ですか。いいですね。
She sounded less than thrilled by the idea, but I probably should mention that.
藤宮さん、塩さん、その必要はない。
小坂さん、それはどういう？
ここの掃除ならもう済んだ。
I was thinking I hadn't seen you in a while.
いつの間に。
A broom, dustpan, a cloth, and bucket all sit next to Miyuri. I guess she decided to unleash her inner maid for us.
小坂さん、もしかして誰かに頼まれたの？
そう。望月先生に頼まれた。
Sounds like you two miss a moment to observe me. Not that I should really be pointing that out.
これはお嬢様のためだから。どういうことですか？掃除は情報を受け取る対価。
情報って？
桜井空の情報。
Say one now. And that useless teacher, I can't believe she sold me out.
何か。
It's nothing you did. Everything that little Miss Lolly did.
でも掃除も済んでるとなると、本当にできることがないじゃない。
一層勉強でもしますか？テストも近いですし。
だけど部活中だし。
You take everything so seriously, Renee.
あなたが不真面目なだけよ。
You might be right. Speaking of studying, though, how are Shio and Miyori finding things? They've transferred in right before exam season, after all.
私は問題ないですよ。教科書は違いましたけど、やっているところはあまり違わなかったですし。
Oh, good. What about you, Miyori?
私も大丈夫。あなたの成績よりはるかにマシだから。
Flap's observation journal in front of me. What exactly is written on those pages?
桜井さん、小坂さん、この前の小テストは？
満点ですね。私も。
それなら心配いらないでしょうね。
Wow.
予習復習の賜物です。あれぐらいできて当然。
Right. It's just me or those girls. Are these two girls secretly brain boxes? How did you do that pop quiz, Rina?
もちろん満点よ。
Oh, she's class rep for a reason. Then we'll stop with the class during our midterms too.
桜井くんこそどうなのよ。
Me? No, I did all right.
そう。期末テストが楽しみね。
Seems that perhaps I should be more worried about myself than other people. Shoot, I think we might be in the shit.
何が？俺は今忙しいんだ。
I was actually making a terboza. I'm talking about our exams.
ああ、それなら大丈夫。俺はお前と違うから。
Huh? Wait. Hey, two shooters?
おうよ。俺はやればできる子だからな。
Lie, your scores are nearly as bad as mine are.
それはな、ひとえにスリルを楽しんでるんだ。
What does that even mean?
わからねえかな。赤点ギリギリを超低空で飛び越えるあの感覚。デッドラインにビタビタに寄せる恐怖と声をゾクゾクするだろ。クラスの平均点が思いのほか高くて赤点をプラス1点で回避した時とか脳汁垂れるぜ。
No, they don't. I don't understand you in the slightest. My fault for trying to have a serious conversation with them, I suppose.
そんなことをしていたらいつか破綻するわね。
杉野くん、ちゃんと勉強した方がいいですよ。
委員長、そしてしおちゃん、忠告はありがたいが、これも男の生き方。
Dress it up however you like, but it's really a sad way to live.
何を？
でも もし赤点だらけになったらシュウタ君は留年しちゃうね。
Yeah, you'll only have yourself to blame.
いや待て、ソラ、
What, and you feel like studying, do you?
それは違う。
Seriously?
もし俺が留年したら同い年が先輩になるんだよな。
Yeah, and you'd better give me the respect I deserve.
シオ先輩、ミオリ先輩に委員長先輩、いいな。
Dude. Strange enough, it didn't see fit to include me in that.
タメの先輩からの蔑み、年下の同級生からのあざけり、うわひょたまんねえな。
This guy will end up in a race against himself to the bottom if I don't do something to save him. Listen, Shuta.
ああ、なんだ、お前さんたちまだいたのか。
Mr. Rudy enters right as I'm about to hold an intervention with Shuta.
今日の天気じゃ粘っていてもダメだろ。食べってる暇があるならさっさと帰って勉強した方がいいんじゃないのか。言っておくが、期末テストで一つでも赤点があったら合宿は中止だからな。
え？
何を驚いてる、当たり前だろう。学生の本分が果たせないやつが部活動なんてできると思うなよ。
確かに校則にもありますからね。
そういうことだ。ま、私はそっちの方が楽でいいがな。
You just tossed your own wish into this conversation for some reason.
藤宮や桜井妹、小坂は問題ないだろ。小祝もまあ赤はないだろうし。問題はお前さんたち二人だな。特に杉野。
ソラ、俺勉強するよ。
Great. So you banned living like a man and decided to turn over new leave that quickly, huh?
兄さん、
Yeah?
部長自ら合宿を潰すような真似しませんよね。
Of course not.
そうですか。それなら安心です。
幸いまだ週末がある。しっかりと勉強するんだな。
This'll be the weekend from hell.
ああ、でもこれも合宿のためだ。はあ、
Jude and I both sigh together as we imagine the carnage that may befall us. This feels like a good place to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.